far I go, yeah. Shooting star, yeah. All over the globe. Hard work, all I ever know. So nobody could tell me I'm not what my way and go, yeah. I'm in my zone, yeah, through this microphone. The way they looking at me like they seen a UFO.
A very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line. Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings. They were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And all defensive teams that I know talk about creating turnovers. Takeaways, they call them. And anytime you can get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really, really good performance. They exceeded that number in a big way.
Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. Here's Young. He'll swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield. But as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a first down.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Powers through him. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a Pittsburgh first down.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
On 1st and 10, it's Bigsby. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. This defense for the Vikings, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Looking to throw, Young. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Quincy Williams worked his way back for that sack.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. And he'll get this out past the 20-yard line, so the decision to bring it out nets him a yard or 2. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. The drive will begin with a run by Benson. And not much doing there, maybe a yard up to the 23. You look at this Steeler defense. They currently sit at number 4 in the NFL in terms of stopping the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's May. Hyatt there to grab it. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On 1st down, it's Benson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Vikings sit 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
Another run here with Benson. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. 2 yards on the 1st down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the 2nd down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. To throw, it's May. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Young. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. His first catch, good for 14 there and a 1st down.
And that play came together really well for them as he found open space, makes the catch, and gets down to the 1-yard line. You know he's kicking himself right now. He thought he had a chance to get a touchdown and put that in his ledger. Instead, his team gets a chance to cash in over these next few plays.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's see, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 7 yards there and a 1st down. We're scoreless after 1.
That's the end of the 1st quarter with no score.
Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, Bigsby. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. And it looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on 3rd down.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Young. Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. There he goes right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets him on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick 6.
And I know from experience throughout the week when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick 6s and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Young working out of the gun. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Martin Emerson. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
I stepped in the proof. Straight up the ground, make all you haters get down. You understand what I'm saying?
I can show you lame, how to do this. Stack your money up, be about your business. They come with a wish list. They come with a wish list. I can show you lame, how to do this. Stack your money up, be about your business. They come with a wish list. They come with a wish list. Hey, I met this girl the other night. She said she wanted me and be a money white. Respectfully declined because I said I got a wife. She said she wanted man, her best friend is known around the way. I started hearing about her type. Always with the ball players, that's the one she likes. She got it done, and I guess
your business. They come with the wish list. They come with the wish list. I can show you lame, how to do this. Stack your money up, be about your business. They come with the wish list. They come with the wish list. Hey, second phone buzzing, just delete the other number, yeah. Who's on that 103 till I seen them team that went the record. She was peeking out the cover. She said, Gigi, wait, you know. Grew up down the street, my uncles, up her brothers. I said, jumping back, and lit. You up? She was just running, Emmitt Smith. Run it back, she had to make it. Rubbing it, just caught up. Then she got me paying down, painting nails. Calling me sound like the heads of the way I be chasing. You know she got them brands of the bed. I'm in Miami, so knowing the bands of the jet. I caught her door back with a 50, she wanted the. She said, oh, about to make me cancel this.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Twin Cities and U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, the home of the Vikings. Here's Carlos Santos ready to get this one started. And off we go from Minneapolis. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll run first carry of the game for Trey Benson. About 15 yards to kick off the drive. It's a first down. They'll go again with Benson. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. On play action, here's May. That'll be taken in. It's Trey Benson. It's a gain of 12 there. First down, Minnesota.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
And he's going to bring this one close to a first down. Looks like they'll mark him just a yard short. 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run here with Benson. He's going to have a Vikings first down. They're able to convert by plenty on that 3rd and 1.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
2nd down and 3.
At the 17-yard line.
Now give up the middle. It's Benson. And the Vikings are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Here's a run. And they're going to get him down this time. Not as easy as the last carry. This time they drop him behind the line of scrimmage. 2nd down.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost...
Down Minnesota. That his first touchdown of the new year. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
The extra point by Sanders is good. The Vikings will take a 7-0 lead. After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. Here comes a return from the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Right to the air goes Young. Short pass taken in by the tight end. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a 1st down.
Again, 14 yards. 1st down, Steelers.
Now a handoff. Oh, a wrinkle. Here comes a reverse. And nothing cooking on that one. He'll be met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Now the first carry of the game for Josh Jacobs. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
This is how you draw up your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And the defense was ready for him this time. Did not have the same room to run. That one's no gain.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Young. That'll be caught. It's Josh Jacobs. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. And think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often. So that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
Now, Jacobs. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he's going to be bottled up quickly after a gain of about 1. Daniil Hunter with the stop. So they'll talk over what to do on this 3rd down play as we have hit the end of the 1st quarter. It's the Vikings with the edge. More from the Twin Cities in a moment. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. They'll try and throw for it on 3rd and 1. That's a pair of hookups on this drive. This one goes for 14 yards and a 1st down.
When you're running a crossing route versus man coverage, you understand that there's going to be nobody waiting for you on the far side of the field. So if you can create separation on your man defender and separate away, there's a lot of green grass, and that's what
And he will score. Josh Jacobs. Touchdown, Steelers.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down a score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come away with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. A safe kick taken at the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. They'll start out with a run, and it's Benson. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
All the qualities that make a good safety are seen on display on this play. Speed, pursuit, and then the intensity and the strength at the point of contact for the tackle to keep this ball carrier to no gain. That is a complete safety play.
That's caught! And he's going to take this one all the way. 73 yards. Touchdown, Minnesota. The extra point by Sanders is good. And the Vikings will move out to a 14-7 lead. After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. This is going to be taken in at the 3. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. A tight end in motion now. On play action, Young. That's complete. He finds Brian Thomas. Now inside the 25. And what an effort after the catch. He goes all the way. 71 yards. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A terrific job all the way around, especially after the catch, Greg, to take it to the end zone for a touchdown.
I'm just so impressed by the acceleration of this receiver, Mike. He catches what is a short pass, and he's able to turn it up the field and take it all the way for 6. That is an impressive play, run after catch.
We are all square, 14 apiece the score as this one's away. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. First play of the drive, and here's Benson. The defense all over this one. They get him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a couple. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. That's caught. It's Marshawn Lloyd. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
The ability to generate explosive plays is the greatest correlation with the ability to score points. So every defense nowadays is trying to say, cannot let them throw the ball over our head. What does that do? It gets you a little bit more depth in your drops. Makes it a little bit easier for some of these check down pickups.
Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. Off the play fake, it's May. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
On 3rd and long, here's May. Taking a shot downfield for Adams. And that is incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And it's going to bring up 4th down. It'll be a punt coming from the Vikings. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Jacobs. And he's going to be stopped in his tracks. He'll lose a couple of yards on that one.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Here's a 2nd and 12. Out of the shotgun, Young. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Seemed to me from up here, Mike, that he really locked in on that guy. He told himself, I'm going to give my guy a chance to go compete for this ball. And anytime he enters such a crowded area, it usually means if he works through his progression, there's an easier throw somewhere on the field. Instead, he tries to fit it in and just wasn't able to quite make the completion.
3rd and long. The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts. A tough spot here. 3rd and long. Back to throw. Young. He'll take a shot down the middle of the field. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the tie.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. From out of the gun, here's May. That is caught. What a throw. Jalen Hyatt. Touchdown, Vikings. His 2nd TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. The extra point by Sanders is good. The Vikings have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. A return now from the 4. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
First and 10. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. He did a good job of making one man miss, but could not get away from this defense in the end. It turns into a loss of yardage. In motion comes Thomas. So, 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth first half. We'll have more from Minneapolis after this. 2nd and 11. They'll run it straight ahead with Jacobs. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down. Here's Young. Oh, no chance to get rid of that one. Under a heavy rush, he goes down. Daniil Hunter, ex-rusher extraordinaire, in action again. So the Steelers ready to kick this one skyward. And he looks up and he's taken down right away. Maybe fortunate just to hold on to the ball as he was tackled immediately after hauling that one in. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Working out of the gun, it's May. Open man, Devontae Smith. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. And this time they'll just keep it on the ground. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now it's 3rd down. On 3rd and 2, it's May. Taking a shot downfield for Smith. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25. And with just 4 seconds left in the first half, a timeout is called. Jason Sanders on to try the field goal. Now Pittsburgh will bang a timeout here. That's their 2nd. The Vikings looking for 3. Bring out the field goal unit. This one from 39 yards out. Sanders' kick is good. So we have a 10-point game here at halftime. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach. Thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. Here comes a return from the 3. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
At their own 28-yard line.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. The motion man here is Mitchell. Here's the pistol snap to Young. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And is not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. That's out quickly to Mitchell. Down the sideline. And he's out of bounds, but they take it to the red zone. Inside the 20. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 53 yards. The motion man here is Mitchell. On 1st and 10, here comes Jacobs. And he's going to be taken down. So it took just 3 plays, but just like that, they have 1st and goal. Here's Jacobs. And he'll go down, back at the 4. From a little further back, here's 2nd and goal. One more time, it's Jacobs. And he gets to the outside and takes it in. Josh Jacobs. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. 2nd touchdown of the game. Season total now up to 5. The extra point is up and through. And the Steelers cut the lead to 3, 24-21. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. This one taken at the 7. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. Throwing on 1st and 10 is May. He's got his man, Devontae Adams. Just his first catch. They have held him in check so far, but that one gives him a 1st down. Straight ahead, they go with Benson. And he'll take this up to the 48-yard line. Adrian Taylor Demerson on the tackle. Here's a 2nd and 9. To throw now, May. No chance at all. He'll go down.
Really nice start for this defense here early through the 1st quarter. 2 different players each recording a sack. Offensive line's going to have to get together on the sideline with their coach and identify where's the weakness in our protection. How can we get extra bodies and extra attention? Because we still got a long way to go in this one.
Taking a shot downfield for Smith. And he will score. Devontae Smith. Touchdown, Minnesota. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. They get the job done in the air. Greg, that is a play we see often. It's also a play we see work very often.
Mike, that 4 vertical route, it puts a ton of pressure on the secondary. But in order to do that, you have to give your quarterback time for those receivers to get downfield. Give credit to the offensive line. That's exactly what they did. They're able to take advantage for the strike.
After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. Now return coming from the 7. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Now flags fly. Looks like someone got going early, and it's going to turn into 1st and 15. On the ground, it is Bigsby to start this drive. And the woes in the running game continue. They're going to subtract yards there. A loss on the play. Once again, it's Bigsby. And they'll bring him down around the 27-yard line. Jason Pinnock there to end it. Third and long. In motion comes Thomas. From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Young. That is hard. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 73 yards. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. They'll line it up to kick the extra point. The kick is good. And the Steelers are back within a field goal. The lead is 3. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. This one taken at the 7. Oh, nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. On the handoff, this is Benson. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the second half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead.
And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's 2nd and 6. Off the play fake, here's May. And this ball batted away and incomplete.
And the success of this play, Mike, all comes down to the timing of the defender. You get there a little bit too early, you risk pass interference. You get there a little too late, it's a big pass completion. Timing your hand and playing through the ball is something they work on with these defenders all the time. And next time they throw the ball downfield, I wouldn't be surprised if they target somebody else.
What a connection! He's down inside the 5-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
And he'll plunge forward to the 2, setting up 2nd and goal.
A pickup of 2 brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll run with Benson. Trying to push the pile forward. He didn't even get to the 1-yard line. They stop him short. No gain.
I typically like to see the play-action pass on the early downs, Mike. Now they find themselves on 3rd down. The defense is more prepared for the pass. They get stopped twice with the run. Do they go back to it a 3rd time and take their chances?
They'll try to run this one in. He slams it in there, and he is in. Trey Benson. Touchdown, Vikings. Now Sanders on for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Vikings will extend this 3rd quarter lead. After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. This will be returned from the 6. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line.
38. Steelers 28.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll run. And that's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Off the play fake. Here's Young. Quick throw, taken in. And he's not going to be able to get away. Very good coverage on the perimeter. It goes down as a loss of yards. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. He's got his man. It's complete to Thomas. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
And just a short gain there, down to the 38. Here's 2nd and 9. Young. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
They need to get to the 29 here, facing 3rd down. From the gun, it's Young. He gets this complete to Mitchell. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
Everyone talks about all the physical qualities to play quarterback in the NFL, Mike, and of course that's a given, but it's really the cerebral approach to the game that separates the best from everybody else, and I think both of those things were on display there, as he did not only a great job of finding the vulnerabilities of the back end, but then once his guy was there, it was that arm talent that put the ball in the exact right spot to allow his guy to make the big play.
Go again from the 3. It is 2nd and goal.
At the 3-yard line.
Here's Young. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down. And now movement up front. This crowd is making it tough down deep in the red zone. So backed up now to the 8-yard line. It's 3rd and goal. To throw is Young. To the end zone. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Pinna.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
On 1st and 10, here's May. Oh, that may be the break they needed. That one's intercepted. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown. You talk about the opportune time. The defense helps close the gap. A huge play to make this one a closer game.
Yeah, and anytime you find yourself trailing in the second half, Mike, you're looking for that spark. And boy, did the defense provide it. Not only creating the turnover, they take it back for 6, and they get themselves right back into this game.
So they've cut into the lead. Now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. This taken at the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. A give. Here's Benson. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll go again with Benson. And this will wind up a Vikings 1st down. He has this one past the 35 to about the 37. On 1st and 10, here's Benson. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. 2nd down and 8. Now May. open man downfield is Smith. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield.
First down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Here's May to throw it on first down. Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Brown. Now, after the interception, we have an injured player to look at. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Here's first and 10. They'll stick to the ground. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. Here's second down. In motion comes Thomas. To the right side here, pass is caught. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
All right, this is a good start. Plays like these are definitely going to help as you work your way into scoring range. While you have to be wary of the clock and keep an eye on it, they should have plenty of time here to finish this drive.
Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's first and 10. They'll go with Jacobs. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts. And will take it with just over 90 seconds left on the clock. The motion man here is Mitchell. They'll drop to throw. Open man downfield, it's Mitchell. And he's in. And Mitchell. Touchdown, Steelers. A terrific play all the way around. Finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
This is fielded inside the 5. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Here's first and 10. Here's May. Here's a screen set up for Benson. They were not fooled on defense. Saw the screen from the start. It'll be a loss of yardage on the play.
Well, the best screen plays, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back, because those offensive linemen, they can't help him out.
Trey Benson, the intended target. And third down coming up.
So now after that last incompletion, this brings up a critical third down. But remember, Mike, they don't have to get it all here in one play. They've got third and fourth down. There's no punt, there's no kick. They've got to treat this like it's their final possession of the game, and they've got 2 downs to extend this drive.
On third and long, here's May. He'll get it into the hands of Slayton. First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a first down.
And now after that big completion, Mike, they can't panic yet. They're not into the mode where they're in desperation. They have 2 timeouts in their back pocket. Take a deep breath. Get your best first down play call to your quarterback. A field goal's not going to do it. They got to think touchdown all the way.
May to throw again. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. That's a second charge timeout for Minnesota. They'll stop it with a little over 30 left in the game.
And you love to see this. You find yourself here in the fourth quarter. Your team is trailing. You're trying to do anything possible to see if you can create some sort of late spark. He goes big-time effort on the layout catch, and he's able to pull it in and see if it could be a little bit of a spark here late in this ballgame. Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
2nd and 6 coming up. May to the air once more. That's taken in by the running back, Benson. And he's out of bounds all the way inside the 15-yard line. That one good for 26 yards.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Pressure time, no timeouts to stop the clock as they get set here for a big first down. To throw again is May. He'll go right and find his running back.
I think the rest of those receivers in the huddle have all come to the realization that they might not be getting a target anytime soon. And frankly, I don't blame them. I mean, they're riding the hot hand, and rightfully so. Until this defense proves that they can stop him in the passing game, I expect the quarterback to just continue to go back to him time and time again.
And he's brought down, but they are out of timeouts. So this one, a win for the visiting Steelers. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. And that was the difference in this one. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.